Last month, I set a goal, and that was to build a home gym with luxury commercial quality equipment without breaking the bank. Now, how was I going to do this? I was going to buy all these items secondhand. I wasn't going to compromise on equipment quality, but I didn't want to pay the expensive retail prices. I'm going to break down exactly how I did it, how long it took me to build this gym, why I picked the items I picked, and how much money I saved. Let's go ahead and get into it. I think the stigma with secondhand, when you tell people you purchase something secondhand, oftentimes people jump to really cheap, janky, not high-end equipment. There's kind of this stigma that's surrounded with it. So I wanted to prove you can get commercial quality, top-of-the-line equipment, but also buying things secondhand. First, kind of diving into that strategy a bit. Now, talking about buying things secondhand, if you follow my channel, you know I'm really big on that. And where I'm finding these items are three primary places. Facebook Marketplace, probably being the primary one, OfferUp, and Craigslist. Now, the strategy here is to search for the items you want. Think like high-end name brand equipment like Rogue Fitness, Rep Fitness, commercial quality stuff, Ironmaster. And you are going to search for these every single day. Make it a part of your phone scrolling routine. When you open up your phone, just open up Facebook Marketplace. And you're gonna start knowing what a good deal is as you're looking for these items. Next part of that strategy is be ready to go pick these things up with cash right away. The main items that I am looking for are adjustable dumbbells. If you have the space for a full set of dumbbells, that's great. But I think for a lot of people, adjustable dumbbells are a great solution for a home gym. Also looking for an awesome adjustable bench. And then also Olympic weights and a barbell. Those are kind of the primary items I am looking for. And that brings us to our first purchase, which was an adjustable bench. On February 25th, I happened to stumble across this listing for kind of an entire home gym. There was a functional trainer, some adjustable dumbbells. There wasn't even photos of the actual bench. I just happened to recognize that the tower that was being used to store and the leg extension attachment were an Ironmaster product. The Ironmaster Super Bench is one of the most sought after benches on the market currently. So I messaged to see if I could get some further information about what she had exactly. She actually ended up sending the exact invoice that they used to purchase. And there was actually a few more attachments not included on this invoice. I'm not sure what happened, or maybe Ironmaster has raised prices since then. We agreed for $450 for this Ironmaster bench, which once again is a top of the line piece of gym equipment. If we had purchased this bench directly from Ironmaster, we would have been looking at $1,121. We paid $450 for everything. So boom, purchase one complete. We have one of the top of the line adjustable benches for a fantastic deal. And now again, we're kind of moving on, seeing what else we can check off of our list. Moving on to our second item on March 7th. And this is one of those ones that pops up and you're almost shocked at the price of it. This was a full set of competition Rogue urethane plates, and he wanted $1 a pound for these. It was 390 total pounds of plates. If you just bought these plates, it would have been about $1,800. I messaged immediately and said I could pick up right away. I was almost expecting not to hear a response. These are the kinds of deals where they are getting flooded with messages. And much to my joy, he responded almost right away and said, sure, you can come, you're first in line. I left my house like that. I was on my way. And once again, this just gets better because when I arrived, he also had a Rogue Olympic barbell. And I thought it was just going to be the Ohio bar, which is about a $300 Rogue bar. And it was actually their competition Olympic bar. He wanted an additional $150 for this, meaning we paid $540 for everything. If you bought this all from Rogue, it would have been $2,582. Once again, now we have top of the line bumper plates, competition style urethane coated plates with an Olympic competition bar, one of the best barbells out there, for a fraction of the price. And then on March 15th, we still needed an adjustable dumbbell set. And truthfully, that's the thing you'd probably want to buy first. Unfortunately, I didn't find a great deal until March 15th. And that's when this Commercial Pro set of PowerBlocks popped up, adjust from 5 to 90. These are great because it has two sets of handles, a 5 and 10 pound handle, makes it really easy to adjust, and they have a nice knurled handle. He wanted $400 for this, and this kind of gets into one of the strategies of how you can kind of set yourself apart when it is a fantastic deal. He responded fairly quickly, but he let me know he had already received about 4 inquiries about these dumbbells. So I went ahead and offered $420, just offered a tad more than the asking price. And he actually agreed to sell them to me, which is awesome. That doesn't always work. Sometimes someone's already on their way, but it doesn't hurt to just offer a bit more than asking price, especially when this item would retail for right around $1,500. So it's still like a bargain on your end and you're just paying a little more. And in both the case for these PowerBlock and the Rogue urethane plates, these people were moving. They were just trying to get rid of this stuff. You're almost doing them a favor. Both of these neighborhoods that I went to were like $3 million plus homes. They don't care about this equipment. They don't care about making an extra couple $100. So you're getting top of the line equipment and you're just doing them a favor. They're doing you a favor. It's a win-win for everyone involved. Once we obtained these PowerBlocks, we now had an awesome set of adjustable dumbbells, top of the line adjustable bench, and also a full Olympic weight set and Olympic barbell. The only other thing you would really need is a rack, and I already had a rack, so I wasn't going to get that. That would be a lot of work to undo all that, but somebody actually was selling a full rack with a bunch of Olympic plates for $300. I messaged them here, but I just didn't have time to go disassemble that. But I'm just showing you can get top of the line equipment for a fraction of the cost. All it takes is a little time, effort, and patience. So let's break down the cost, and I'm gonna let you decide if you think it was worth it. And if you think you would try doing something like this, let me know in the comments. The total value of this, if you were to buy things retail, was $5,103. We paid a total of $1,410, which is 72% off the retail price. So now we have an awesome setup, home gym, tons of commercial quality equipment. Let me know if you would try this in the comments and see if this is an effective way to build a top of the line gym without breaking the bank, without having your wife divorce you because you're spending so much money. Let me know. And one note, this is kind of how I've built my gym, but let's say you got these PowerBlocks home and you started using them and you decided PowerBlocks just weren't for you. You didn't like the cage design. You didn't like it was looking like you were lifting toasters and you wanted to try something else. You can still sell these PowerBlocks. You only paid $420. The value of this is way closer to $700. You could easily sell that and put that $280 of profit towards whatever your next item that you're targeting is. Maybe you really want to try the Rep times Pepin, which coincidentally, someone was selling the 125-pound set for $1,000. That's a $1,500 item. Not a crazy deal, but those are not being resold that much. So hey, you could try it. That's just the strategy that I've used to build my home gym. It's really fun because you get to try tons of different equipment. You also make some money while doing it. So it's a really effective strategy to build the home gym that you really want and tailor it to your needs. And once again, you're not having to sacrifice the quality that you're getting. You're getting top of the line equipment for just a fraction of the price. I set this goal on February 22nd and was all done by March 15th. It took about 3 weekends to get all this equipment. What changes would you make or what items would you target for your home gym? I hope everyone kind of enjoyed the video today. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments and I'm happy to answer those. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good one.